I'm going to just go over here. Just go and dip over here real quick. Check out the village. Oh, I think I see a church. Yeah, this is too far away to be the first village. 2 villages. That's kind of cool. This one also appears to be Savannah. I think most of this is Savannah, actually. This is kind of disappointing. They got that little bit of swamp, but it's not much. I don't think that's enough for a witch hut. I prefer like sandy biomes, like deserts. Although islands are so fun, you know, because they're islands. It's like, can you survive? Becomes the question. It's got a crafted table. I think this one doesn't have much in it. No, it's got a grindstone. Oh, this is the blacksmith. I'm pretty sure there's like a chance that spawns with a chest. Like, obviously I didn't get that chance. I think that, yeah, there's a structure in the desert that you can get. That's a cleric's house. Except, I don't like that. Those occasionally happen. Ooh, more locator maps can be made. That's kind of cool. Not that I need them. Although I do like the compass because it points straight to spawn. That's where I want to be heading back soon. Well, not soon. Like, eventually I'll be heading back there. I don't want this. That's got a chest. Bucket! Buckets are all you need. That's all you ever need. Forget every other item. Bucket is important. By the way, I'm also going to be doing this in the nether. Exploring around and stuff. I think there's like this thing you can do where you're in the nether, but you have an overworld map. You know, see where you are in the overworld through the map. I'm not sure if that's a thing. I feel like that should be a thing though. That's kind of cool. It'd make it way too easy though. To like do the nether portal connection. Although it's kind of hard as is. So I prefer that change a little. Because that would be like... It's like super annoying as is. I realize it's like simple math. But math is annoying. I'm being completely honest. Like, who came up with that kind of math? Like, I can understand like the simpler things and some of the more complicated things. But like sometimes I'm just like, what? Why? Although I did have trouble with long division for the longest time. And then, you know that one episode of like, you don't know it. You probably don't. I don't know. You might know it. Maybe there's some fans of it out there. But Dragon Ball Super. If you do, watch that. There's this one episode where like it's just like a little filler thing. They used to do that a lot back in the day. They don't do it a lot nowadays. There's just like a little scene or whatever where somebody's talking and then it's like Emperor Pilaf and Krill and his group are in the private tutor's room along with Trunks, and they're talking about long division or how to do it's the order of operations, and he explains it in such a simplistic and elegant way. I'm like, dude, that's what my brain needs. I just so enjoy that they added that, especially that they added that, not necessarily what the scene was about, although I did enjoy the scene as a whole. Especially the tutor, once he flies out of the room, her face, it's just like so funny. Anyway, because they don't tell these tutors that, like, they really should get somebody that get Chi-Chi for that. Get Chi-Chi to go and tutor Trunks, or send Trunks over to play with Gohan and be tutored. You can pay her like a stupid amount of money because she loves money. That's her thing. She's a rich little spoiled princess girl. And her I hit E instead of Q. And her dad was like this crazy king guy. I don't think a lot of people that watched like the Dragon Ball Super or anything that realize that she is the princess, because that happened during the Dragon Ball series, and I don't think a lot of people actually watched the Dragon Ball series. Oh my gosh, I'm going to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Bird. Oh, why am I... Oh my gosh, my sticky keys were on. Oh my gosh, that sucked. That's a ravine. That's kind of cool. But my sticky keys were... That's why I wasn't moving. I was stuck on the edge of the block. I was sprinted, but also shifted. So I couldn't get off the block. I couldn't swim past the drowned. To turn around, that sucks. Why are my sticky keys on? They're not on now. What was going on there? Was I just like holding the wrong button? I don't think I was. I looked at my hand. I was not holding the wrong button. It was just being like super annoying for no reason. Anyway, there's a compass. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, she's a princess. A lot of people I watched the Dragon Ball Z Kai. I'm like, oh, that's what this anime is. And then I was very surprised. I had a lot of that stuff with like anime and stuff. Or other TV shows where I've watched them. Or movies nowadays too. Where I watched like the version that's on TV. Where it's censored. And I watched the real life movie and I'm like, oh, this is a completely different film. That's kind of cool though. Another ruined portal. That's even cooler. Like 2 villages, 2 ruined portals. They come in pairs. Oh. Fortune 3. That's really good. That's a max pick. If only it had mending. If it had mending, it'd be max level. 41. Iron. Flint and steel. It's fire charge. And I said iron. Iron nuggets. Oh. Respiration 2. You know what? I'm actually going to put that on. No. It's the boots, isn't it? The boots are similar to the iron. Like armor bars. I think it is. I have to check that later. I think it is. Yeah? I might be using that for the nether. Although it's fire protection 3. So, yeah. But that respiration in Aqua Affinity does not fit with the going into the nether theme. Let me go back this way a little. I got diverted by the portal. Try to stay on the 0 as much as possible. Or at least near it. Because that's how I do my thing. Oh, that's cool. This is the classic music. I think this music's playing. I could be in my head. I don't know. I've been hanging by myself for a while now in my room. I was playing League of Legends before. And yes, I realize that's the game for sweats. But I enjoy it because I like trolling said sweats. That's probably why they're sweating, is because too many trollers. I'm a cause of the problem. It is a fun game if you in the early stages because you have to get to level 30 before you go to ranked. Then once you get into ranked, you like only play ranked, or is like that's what I've seen. I've never seen a level 30 player other than a friend of mine who he does pretty good for himself. He's pretty far above average, but he's not at the I got scouted by a gamer group yet. There. Although he's pretty single-handed in what he plays, so there's probably he needs to be a bit more diverse, if I'm being honest. Just a little bit. Not too much. But I've only ever seen him play one character, is the thing. I realize he really enjoys that character. But dude, you gotta have a backup in case somebody bans it. Because ironically, the player he plays the most is the player I ban the most. The character. Champion or whatever. Champion. I've been saying player. I've been saying player this entire time. The champion that he plays the most is the one I ban the most because it's such an annoying champion. Whoa. That way. Yeah. I was heading this way. Right? Yeah. Anyway. His champion is the one I ban the most. Ironically. And I like the character. I play Warwick, if I'm being honest. Because I like Warwick. I started out with Ezreal and playing mainly support. But then I realized how fun jungling is, and now I've been doing that. That Cho'Gath or something like that, the bug guy, the big bug guy, he has a similar ability. And I used to ban him until I realized that if Warwick gets banned by the other team, that's the character I'm going for as my secondary because I own him and he's kind of cool. Like Warwick is hard to kill because as he's killing you, he's also killing you, and as he's killing you, he's gaining health or whatever past 50 when he gets below 50%, and then once he gets above 50%, or once he gets below 25%, it triples the amount of healing he does because he gets healed for 100% of the damage he does. So when he's below 25% health, he's healing for 300% of the damage he does. And I don't do the standard Warwick builds, wherever, because most of the standard builds are just Divine Sunder. Like that's what it is for most of the champions, because Divine Sunder has diverse power set is what it is. But I don't like doing that. I prefer to use the I can't remember what it is. I can't remember his name. But it's has one of the unique crafts in the legendary sector for it. So you can only craft it once. And once you craft the legendary, you can't craft the mystic. You can't craft other mystics, and once you craft any other mystic, you can't craft that one. There's bunnies. It's a flower field. Oh, dude, flower field. It's kind of cool. No, but it's not the spiked mace, chain mace thing. It's the other one. Whatever. It's the other one that's based off the sword. It does like area damage. I don't really like that for a Warwick because he heals based on damage he does below like 50%. And I can get the basic jungler set has that knife that does that gives you lifesteal. I use a lifesteal little safe thing. It's like 900 gold. I don't know what it's called, but I use that. Oh, I should probably sleep. I use that in combination with the sword, wherever that turns into the weird chain thing. Once again, not the spiked mace one, not the one with the spikes on the mace or whatever. I combine those two. So I can like run into a group of minions, whatever, do the area of attack thing, which affects all of them, and then I go back and I heal that much that I do to all of them at once. So it's instantly, I gain back at least like 400 health if I do it right. Once again, if I do it right, which is really cool. I'm going to use this going back up there. But it's not like a standard build. A lot of them go straight for Divine Sunder as fast as possible. It covers so many characters too. I feel like one of two of the big top pro guys use Divine Sunder on their character, and everybody's like, oh, I want Divine Sunder too. So now they play it on everything, and that's just like become the standard build despite it not being the best. Because I imagine it could be the best for a lot of characters, but I don't think it's the best for as many characters as people claim it is. Like, I do pretty good as that. I also go for the Thorn Mail because, like, as I said, it's damage done, not damage by attack, not true damage, not universal damage. What is that? Is that an overhanging mountain? That's kind of cool. No, it's so the Thorn Mail does damage like Minecraft. If you're, I'm talking too much about a different game inside this game, but Thorn Mail does damage like the Thorns enchantment to people who do damage to you, and with the lifesteal thing that I have on the character itself, along with the items, I get like increased lifesteal when. Like, the amount of damage they get do to me is reduced by the amount that I heal. because I instantly heal it as they do damage, or it's damage and then heal. I'm not sure, but either way it works. That plus the the Omni Vamp. They have an Omni Vamp. Lifesteal is when I'm attacking them, their health gets stolen away. Omni Vamp is if I do damage to them, then I get the health. So, like the little scythe I was talking about, goes into a legendary item that has Omni Vamp. That's really helpful for me, because I can, once again, go into Omni Vamp and they can't hurt me as much. I fell. That looks really cool. Oh, they got dripstone from the roof too. That looks so cool. Oh, I went too far. When did I go too far? I wasn't paying attention. You guys should have told me. Not telling me when I go too far, even though you're not here. You're just voices in my head. You should have telepathically told me. I feel like this should be like a certain number that I aim for on the way back, on the way that way, once I turn. But I don't know what it would be. So I'm going to try to figure that out as I go. This is a really cool area, and it's just outside the map. That sucks. I feel like 1900 exactly would be close. Yeah. About 1900 radius. Okay, yeah, 1900 seems about enough. Okay, so I'm keeping it there. I'm not going to talk anymore about the League of Legends. That's way too much already, so go ahead and move on to a different subject. Once I figure out what that's... Another village! Thank you for saving me from having to come up with another subject. I'm just going to talk about this village. That's some nice oak. There's no chest in there. I was hoping to like switch to like, oh look, they got a chest. I wonder what's inside. Oh, an apple. But there's no chest. I'm taking this brewing stand. I realize that this cleric guy needs it for his job. Now he's going to end up homeless, even though there's not really like a landlord here. He just lives here. He needs it for food though. Although I steal food, he can steal food too. So that's a thing. I need to open this up and put some of this stuff up. No. I want this down. Don't need these. I have water now, I can MLG. Not that I actually can't. Like I said earlier, you can't really... No, that was previous video. The previous video, it's not even... It's episode 0, which you may or may or not have seen. Yeah, that one has me talking about MLGs and how they're not actually as possible in Bedrock as they are in Java. They're actually much harder because there's like a certain range that you have to be following where you're actually able to MLG. And it's a lot smaller than you would think, but it's actually quite big if you really think about it. Because if you're falling from a certain height and the yeah, I explained it in the other one. If you didn't see it, then too bad, because I might not have uploaded it. But I'm not explaining it again. I don't want to. I'm recording these back to back. So I've already explained it once today. I'm not doing it again. I'm going to have to wait until like episode 3 or something for that.